On this week of Poetry Slammers, we have famous Romantic age poet William Wordsworth. Hope y'all enjoy. Hello, Mr. William Wordsworth. My name is Brendan Bourne, here with Poetry Slammers, and I'm here to ask a couple questions about yourself to get to know more about you.
Nice to meet you. I'd love to answer some questions.
All right, well, for starters, can you give us a little bit of background information of your early life?
So I was born in 1770 in Victoria, England. I attended Cambridge University in 1791 in order to become a poet.
So what did you do after college?
So after college, I traveled to France where I met a lovely lady named Annette. I actually had my first child with her named Caroline. However, it didn't really work out and I was forced to move back to England because I ended up running out of money.
Oh, wow. So what were your plans when you returned to England?
So mainly when I got back to England, I focused on my poetry. I published my first 2 poems, descriptive sketches, and an evening walk in the year 1973.
So many people say that you and Samuel Coleridge have a close relationship. Can you explain how that came about?
Yeah, so me and Samuel actually met when I moved back to Dorset, England in 1795. We were neighbors and we often worked on poetry together, and during this time is when I wrote one of my well-known poems, Tintern Abbey.
Yeah, so speaking about your famous poetry, can you elaborate on you and Mr. Coleridge's lyrical ballads?
So me and Samuel wrote lyrical ballads, and it's basically a collection of poems that we wrote together, and many people credit us with starting the Romantic age in English literature with these.
So what do you consider your most famous works?
So I would consider the entire collection of lyrical ballads as well as the prelude to be my most famous works. And basically the prelude is just a poem I wrote dedicated to my good friend Samuel Coleridge, just in basically in honor of him.
Oh yeah, that's really nice. So for my last question, I just want to know what your writing style is.
So for me, I love to incorporate a lot of nature into my poetry, as well as I prefer to use the common words of men over more formal, stylized writing.
All right, well, that's all I got. I appreciate you answering my questions.
Thank you for having me.
All right, that's it for this week of Poetry Slammers. Hope y'all enjoyed. Catch y'all next week.